And welcome back to video 2. There's a fucking fire truck outside of our house right now. Don't know why. Doesn't seem to be a fire, but anyway, I'm actually gonna rest this up on this bottle here. Yeah, perfect. Get my few meals in today. But also here to talk to you about programming. Want a little bit more information into what I may be doing, what I eat, and maybe how many times a day I eat, and maybe my macros. You could be saying saying how many videos am I going to come out a day with, or am I going to be coming out with daily videos? I'm kind of just going to go with the flow. If I feel like coming out with three videos that day, but talking about different subjects, feel free. And feel free to choose and pick which ones. You don't have to watch every fucking one and go like, oh my God, that's what Adam said. There's a few YouTubers I listen to, but I would say listen to them with a grain of salt, because some of their things I personally agree with. Some of the things I think I'm like, where the fuck did they get this from? Anyway, but my programming right now is basically I'm focusing on three lifts, deadlift, strict press, which is like overhead press, and then bench press. So a lot of upper body things. I may include squats in there later. Just depends. Right now I'm just doing something called Smolov. Smolov is basically when you're training that body part for 4 times a week. I may start moving up to 7 times a week. And another question you may be asking would be that, oh, Adam, aren't you going to be overtraining on this? Are you going to be losing muscle? Not necessarily, because if you're just training for those lifts and only doing those lifts, maybe 1-2 accessory lifts for those lifts. So today when I did, I got a battery thing. When I was doing bench press, the only accessory lift I did for that, for triceps, for example, I did a little bit of skull crushers, only did 3 sets of that. And then I did some dips, some weighted dips to help out my triceps a little bit, because my triceps are weaker than my delts when it comes to the bench press. And then I did some strict press, and then for my accessory lift for that, I did some side lat raises, and that was it. But when you're working on those all the time, switching up the rep ranges and everything, your numbers will go up. And then guys that always tell me that they want to look lean and bulk and shit, that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking stupid, because no one can do a clean bulk unless you want to take a month or a year to get maybe a pound or 2 of muscle on. It's going to be very unnoticeable, depending on how lean you want to be. If you're gonna bulk, just fucking bulk. Just eat a lot of calories. Right now, I went from 8 weeks ago to eating 2 egg whites, to this is 10 whole eggs. This is 700 calories right here, and then plus I have some oatmeal, which is another 500 calories with some brown sugar, and then I'm going to be including some fruits in there as well. And then next 2.5 hours, I'm going to be eating again. Overall, I'm saying this because I'm just wanting to improve general lifts, and I do believe that will increase my mass and my physique. I used to do a lot of hypertrophy training, so a lot of sets, a lot of reps. So I do bench press, and then I'd go do incline dumbbell press for 4 sets of 15 to 20, or then I'd lower the rep range some other weeks if I want to go for more power. It depends on what your goal is. If you do want to stay lean and you want to just work on getting a more complete body, I will say then just fucking aim for those pieces, or do the accessory lifts along with your big lifts. The mass will come. And then if you're wanting to do a bodybuilding show, then yeah, you look at those individual isolation movements, but get the fucking isolation movements out of there if you want to get strong, and just focus on the lifts. That's all. That's the bread and butter right there, the main lifts. If you're one to do everything but the main lift, if you want to do 3 or 4 sets of it, you're not going to get that main lift up, because you're doing all these isolation movements on the side. That's a little bit of my rant. because I have these guys telling me, especially high school guys, you guys need to fucking control your ego. I couldn't, but like seriously, if you want, like, biggest thing is don't let your ego get to you. Like, another thing is like I always have these high school guys going like, well, what other exercises should I be doing, like get big or get my bench press up? Probably should work on your bench press. Probably should be doing it more and more and more and more and more every week. When I was a senior, I wanted to get a big fucking bench press, and when I hit 245 at the end of my senior year, from at the beginning of the year when I was barely throwing up 175, I was doing bench 4 or 5 times a week along with a shitload of chest workouts or a lot of accessory lifts. Was that the best idea? Probably not, because my legs were weak as shit, but my bench press skyrocketed. Other than that, I mean, just eat. Another thing too is eat and sleep and stress. Those are the 3 big ones. There's the training. The training will always be there. If you train well, you'll be fine. But another huge 50-50 is always going to be eating and sleeping, because a lot of people always put this math in there like 80% of it's nutrition and 20% of it's this. No, it all comes together. If you're rowing a boat and you're slowing down on the right side, your boat's fucked. It's just fucked. Now, I'm not saying if you mess up a few things that day that your whole day's fucked, but I'm saying if you put something over over the other thing, yeah, you're fucked. If I had to give my 2 cents on something, I would say nutrition's overall going to be your thing. Overall, just make sure you're taking care of everything. Sleep is huge. I can't stress that enough. But when it really comes down to it, yeah, just focus on the main lifts, do a little bit of accessory work, or if that's even too hard, cut out the accessory work and then just work on the main lift, and that's it. A few programs, if you guys want to check them out, would be like Bulgarians type training or Smolov. Like, those are going to be two golden nuggets right there for fucking training. That's my rant though. So I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to write up for tomorrow's workout. But Adam Walker is out of here.